accentuate the flowing terrain, creating an atmosphere truly unique in the Gulf Coast region. Add a full-service restaurant, an award-winning golf shop, first-class practice facilities, and a good dose of our staff's southern hospitality, and Timber Creek becomes a must-play for any golfer. Ideally located in Baldwin County, just north of Interstate 10, exit 38, directly across from the Eastern Shore Center. Timber Creek is easily accessible from Mobile, Biloxi, Gulf Shores, and Pensacola. For a tee time, call 877-621-9900. That's 877-621-9900. And prepare yourself for a wonderful golf experience at Timber Creek Golf Club.
The important points here are the wind-up of the hips and body, the extension of the left arm, and the cock of the wrist, indicated by the angle between the left arm and the shaft of the club.
Oh my goodness! In your life have you seen anything like that?
This crowd has gone deadly silent. Cinderella story, out of nowhere. A former greenskeeper now about to become the Masters champion.
McConnell Buick GMC presents Southern Fairways Golf Radio Show. Here are your hosts, Randy Bergen and Danny Spider.
And welcome in, everyone, to a special edition of Southern Fairways Golf Show. I hope you all had an awesome 4th of July weekend, and it is my hope that we celebrated with the right mind, in which we are very lucky to live in the most fantastic country in the world, and that our founders of the United States of America were remembered properly. God bless America. I am your host, Randy Bergen, and glad to have you on board with me. As we always do, we'll talk golf first right here on the Golf Broadcast Network. Today should be set up possibly, it could be a top 10 show. Seriously, I'm telling you the truth. All right, now we're broadcasting live from La Casa de Bergen, that's in South Alabama, home of not only Southern Fairways Golf Show, but certainly this is the home of Boom's Kitchen. Now, my Podgy Danny Bobby. Hope you had a great 4th, my man. We have plenty of golf to talk about today. Some interesting topics, and perhaps most important, Boom's Kitchen did it again this morning for you.
And Boom's Kitchen. I've already been in there, and so have you. And I plan on going back in, but happy 5th of July. Of course, yesterday, July 4th. What a wonderful day. If you live down here on the Gulf Coast, we had some sporadic thunderstorms come through, but it didn't stop the red, white, and boom from happening. How'd you like that? Red, white, and boom.
I like that. Dan, that was pretty good right there. That was pretty good. I mentioned we have a lot of golf to talk about. We do, all right? We're going to talk a little bit about Bryson DeChambeau. You know, of course, he confronted a cameraman for potentially damaging his brand. What does that mean? We're going to tell you all about that, and we'll hear from Bryson a little bit later on in the show. How about this right here? When I say Bones, who do you think of? Not TNT Bones, okay?
Yeah, Phil Mickelson's caddy.
Absolutely. Yeah. Jim Bones McKay. Now, you know what? He's going to come out of retirement. He certainly is. He's going to caddy for Matthew Fitzpatrick in both Muirfield Village events.
How about that?
We'll talk a little bit about that. Also, the PGA of America, well, it renames a very, very important award. The Horton Smith Award will now be renamed, and we will talk a little bit about that and why during the show. And the leader of the Rocket Mortgage Classic in Detroit, Matthew Wolff, we're going to break down who he is, and we'll talk a little about his unique swing. Can he win his second PGA Tour victory today? Remember, he's only 21 years old, 21. And he's got a very, very interesting swing. I want to remind you, too, we're going to be giving away some golf today. What you need to do is go to your smart TV, go to your smartphone, iPad, or computer, and search on Facebook Southern Fairways. If you go to YouTube, you can go to Randy Bergen Live, watch us right there. Now, some of the ways you're going to win golf today will be you have to be on watching, because I'm going to ask some questions. Maybe something like, what's our backdrop look like today? How about our backdrop? Without giving it away, how bad does that look?
It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. You know, last night we got to watch a little bit of fireworks out there in my neighborhood, and got the golf cart out. I had a little, John Philip Sousa playing, little Stars and Stripes.
Do you have that going?
Yeah, I don't have it. Well, I'll get it queued up. I'll get it queued up here for you.
Cue that up. We'll get some of that going.
Yeah, it is good stuff. Oh, that's not it. That's something else there. But we'll get to that.
Easy, man.
We'll get to that. But But, it's going to be a very interesting conclusion, going back to golf a little bit, and to this Rocket Mortgage Classic up in Detroit, of course. I'll be rooting for Ryan Armour, former Ohio State Buckeye. He's been out there, and he's the older guy out there. He is 23 years older than the leader. He's 44 years old, and he's been a journeyman out there. He's won before, went on the Korn Ferry Tour, so we're going to see what he does. We'll talk about strokes gained and everything. I'll let you tee that up. But Matthew Wolff, interesting guys. Already won on the PGA Tour, and guess who he won against down the stretch? One Bryson DeChambeau.
Absolutely. He certainly did. Did. That was almost 1 year ago today. It was July the 7th, 2019, when he won.
And it's an interesting contrast because Matthew is about the polar opposite as Bryson DeChambeau. He is this fun-loving, and I'm not dogging Bryson DeChambeau yet.
Bryson's pretty serious, man.
We'll talk about Bryson here in a little bit. But Matthew Wolff, just a fun-loving guy, a very unorthodox takeaway and swing, but he gets it in the slot absolutely beautiful. He pounds it, doesn't pound as far as Bryson DeChambeau, and we'll talk more about that. But he certainly has been making a lot of putts and playing very well, and we'll see if he can pick up. If he picks up his second PGA Tour win today, be only the second one to do that before his 22nd birthday.
Who was the other one?
I'll give you one guess.
Okay.
One guess.
Don't say it right now.
I won't. Okay.
All right, today on our Jason Young State Farm Insurance Guest Line, David Musial is going to come on with us with his Musial Minutes. We got a lot to talk with him. That'll happen at the bottom of the hour. We're going to talk about Bryson DeChambeau. We're going to talk, and all with time permitting here, we'll talk about Michael Wolff and his swing, how unusual that swing is. Mm-hmm. I mean Matthew, and we're going to get a tip from him. We've got a lot to get into with David Musial at the bottom of the hour. And then 11:45 is the segment that everyone loves, Boom's Kitchen. What are we having today? We had a little taste of it earlier. We got pictures coming up at 11:45. You won't want to miss that. Then in the next hour, I've got something set up for you, queued up for you that it was sent to me, and I see it every year, and I wanted to play it for you this year. We've never done it before. But coming up at 12:15, if you've not heard something that happened back in 1969, Red Skelton, if you remember Red Skelton, he was a fabulous comedian. He does his Pledge of Allegiance. It will blow you away if you've not heard it, okay? And I think everyone, a true American, should hear what the Pledge of Allegiance broken down really means. So we'll do that in the next hour.
Love it. And I'm really interested to get into this Bryson DeChambeau little confrontation he had. Just a little confrontation, and it's one of those things. We're caller friendly. If you want to weigh in once we get to that topic, it rubbed me the wrong way. I'm not going to lie to you. It rubbed me the wrong way.
Well, and yeah, I get that. He's out there. He's on stage. There are going to be cameras on you. Okay, you're an entertainer. We will talk about that. I don't want to get into that right now because we're not going to have enough time. But I can see how that would kind of get on you a little bit. Hey, look, dude, you're making a lot of money. You're making a lot of money. And the camera guy's doing what he is supposed to do, and that's following you around. We'll hear from him and get his thoughts on that for sure. Hey, want to remind you that next Sunday, today is the 5th, as you mentioned, Sunday the 12th, we will be at Rock Creek Golf Club in beautiful Fairhope, Alabama, getting set for a GCGA Tour event. Now, next week, and I say that, so just think, when you hear this next week, you're a week behind. Right. Okay, so we will replay this show next week so that we can go have some fun at a GCGA Tour event there at Rock Creek. We had the group of guys went out on Friday. The course is playing in great shape. I couldn't make a putt, but I played with some wonderful guys. I got to say congratulations to Tom O'Brien, who played absolutely fantastic, even par for him. Toby Henry, our good friend Toby Henry, who hits it. He's a great golfer. He shot a 93. Ben Crane shot a 79, and we all had fun. So it was a lot of fun. But be sure to check it out, GCGAtour.com, GCGAtour.com. There's room if you want to play. Go sign up for sure. Also, want to remind you that the brand new summer edition of our lifestyle, leisure, and travel golf magazine, Southern Fairways, will be out on the street soon. And man, oh man, I say it each and every time an edition comes out. But Joey Johnson, the publisher, he's done an awesome job on this. You will love the new magazine coming out. All right, so be sure and check it out. You can always go online and check out the digital version right there at southernfairwaysgolf.com. While you're on our website, check out the tab that says deals. You'll be able to get golf at up to 50% off at some of your favorite golf courses in the area. Check out our podcast if you miss any part of the show. Also, check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. TikTok coming up soon. Don't go anywhere. We got more Southern Fairways Golf. We are just getting started. Glad you're on board with us.
Hi, this is David Musial, PGA professional at Glen Lakes Golf Club. Here's a quick tip for you. When you're getting ready to play golf, clear your mind, think about having fun, and enjoy the thought of 27 holes of great golf at Glen Lakes Golf Club. For lessons and tee times, call 251-955-1220, Glen Lakes Golf Club, just 6 miles north of the beaches in Foley.
Let's talk with Louis Arata from McConnell Automotive as we head into this Independence Day weekend and beginning of the month. Some great deals at McConnell Automotive.
Employee pricing on all the SUVs. You know, that's Yukon, Acadia, Terrain. In the Buick line, you got an Encore, Enclave, Envision. I mean, we just got great deals going on. We got also great deals on the used car side. You can check those out at McConnellAutomotive.com or give us a call at 251-476-4141. And don't forget, you know, with this little rain, I want everybody to be careful out there. If you have an unfortunate accident, don't forget Gary in the body shop. Call them at 251-476-4141. They'll take care of all your unfortunate needs. Kind of a one-stop shop. We're going to be open all day long Friday to the last customer serve, and we're going to let everybody off on Saturday. And hope everybody has a safe and fun 4th.
That's Louis Arata, McConnell Automotive on Dauphin Street, just east of I-65, and online, McConnellAutomotive.com.
Matt Brandt here again with Boudreaux's Cajun Grill and Daphne. We are excited to be back open and providing you the best seafood, the best Creole, crawfish etouffee, crawfish cakes, smothered catfish, and you can't forget that voodoo pasta. Come on down and enjoy it with us. Sit on that covered deck, sit inside. We'll take good care of you. Boudreaux's Cajun Grill and Daphne. Come on down.
Boudreaux's Cajun Grill, located on Highway 98 just south of I-10. And we welcome you back to Southern Fairways Golf Show right here on the Golf Broadcast Network. I'm Randy Bergen, along with my Podgy, Danny Spivey, and we're going to get your leaderboard update coming up in just a few moments. But
I just want you to visualize me riding around with a huge American flag in a golf cart while this is playing.
I love it. I love it.
That's good stuff right there, isn't it?
It really is.
I think we ought to, maybe we'll get into the fireworks business and we'll coordinate all. No, maybe not. Maybe that's
I don't think that'd work too good for us.
Yeah, that's probably not a good idea.
Yeah, that might be.
Little Stars and Stripes forever right there.
Little Stars and Stripes. Stars and Stripes. Excited to hear the Red Skelton Pledge of Allegiance coming up in the next hour. If you've not done that, 12:15, we're going to do it. Be sure and listen to that. It is absolutely phenomenal. But right now,
it's time for your leaderboard update, brought to you by Bristol Golf and by the GCGA Tour.
Well, the fourth and final round of the Rocket Mortgage Classic up in Detroit, Michigan is being held today at Detroit Golf Club. $7.5 million purse on the line right now. On top of the leaderboard, the 21-year-old Matthew Wolf's at 19 under par. He'll carry a 3-shot lead in today's final round, and he's going to be playing with the 44-year-old Ryan Armour from the Ohio State Buckeyes. That's right, Ryan Armour's at 16 under par. Right behind him, Captain Mechanic Bryson DeChambeau, or physics major, or whatever you want to call him. Mark Hubbard at 14 under. Chris Kirk at 14 under, still playing well. Troy Merritt and Seamus Power.
Seamus Power.
Both at 14 under as well.
Well, TPC Colorado Championship at Heron Lakes. That is in Colorado, not Heron Lakes in Mobile, is where the Corn Ferry Tour has wrapped up. They did yesterday. Your winner, are you ready? Will Zalatoris. Man, that's a great baseball name.
great
Will
name.
Zalatoris at the plate. A 3-2 count. Okay. He wins at 15 under. Chase Johnson, the American, comes in one stroke back at 14 under. Eric Barnes. He, along with Steven Yeager, one of his indicated to Robbie Yeager, the German, 13 under. Tyler Pendrith and the Englishman, Callum Tarrant, come in at 13 under. 2 strokes back behind Zalatoris, who gets the win. There you go. That's your leaderboard update brought to you by Bridgestone Golf and the GA Tour.
You almost want to say, I like the baseball analogy. Zalatoris, it does sound like a left-handed relief pitcher is what it sounds like. Zalatoris out of Omaha, Nebraska, comes in the bottom of the 7th to try to clean this thing up.
He's got, he walks in here with the bases loaded. Oh, my goodness. No, a lot of good stuff going on. Hey, I do want to get into the Bryson DeChambeau deal, and I want to talk a little bit about in a few moments about strokes gained. That is something that you hear a lot about, strokes gained from the drive, strokes gained from putting and all of that. And a lot of folks are like, what does that really mean? Now, it will take a segment to do that, Dan. I think you're absolutely right. Now, whether this is the right one to do it or not.
Well, and we can kind of breeze through it pretty quick as we got enough time here. It's totally up to you, but.
Yeah. Far away.
Really well, this concept of strokes gained came, if you followed the PGA Tour over years, they had statistics like fairways hit,
right,
greens hit in regulation, total putting, all these different things. Well, those are all still out there, but I guess it was about 2007, a really, really smart guy out of Columbia University, Professor Mark Brody, came up with a formula when ShotLink started measuring basically every shot that every player on the PGA Tour hits in a round. So, there's a couple you're going to hear today. You're going to hear about strokes gained off the tee, or total strokes gained, or strokes gained putting, which I think is the most
probably the most important
one.
I would agree.
And so I could break that down for you really easy. And basically, strokes gained on an individual, if it's a plus or a minus. If it's a plus, it means that you gain strokes on the field. Well, how do you gain strokes on the field, Randall? Well, it's very easy in putting. If say you have a 10-foot putt, okay? Or let's use 7 feet. Let's use a real statistic on the PGA Tour. So on the PGA Tour, after thousands and thousands and thousands of 7-foot putts have been measured, from that distance, right, how many has been made, the average tour player makes it about 50% of the time.
Okay.
Well, guess what? If you make it, that means that you average 1.5 strokes from 7 feet. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense to everybody out there. I'm sure everybody's nodding their head right now, driving around in their car or whatever. So if you make it, how many strokes do you pick up on the field?
1.
Right, exactly. So you pick up 1 stroke on the field. Well, you just translate that through over, and whether you have a 10-foot putt, a 20-foot putt, whatever it is, like a 20-foot putt has a. Go ahead.
No. I want to stop you right there for just a second, because it's kind of like whenever you're playing that par 3, and it's a difficult par 3, and you get a birdie on that hole. What's the first thing you say? Well, we probably just got to, especially if you're playing
in one up on the field.
Yeah, you just pick one up on the field right there. Especially if you're playing in a tournament, a scramble or something like that. We just got one on the field there. And that's what you're saying about strokes gained.
Strokes gained putting. Right now, if you go total strokes gained, it gets a little bit more in depth. But I'm going to use a scenario here. An example of, do you remember in 2000 and I think it was 15 that Ricky Fowler won at TPC?
Yes.
Okay,
I think it was 5 years ago?
Yeah, it's been 5 years. Can you believe that? Well, let's take the 18th hole. Okay, well, the 18th hole is, majestic dogleg left along the lake, 446-yard par 4. The PGA Tour scoring average on that hole is 4.12. Okay, on a hole that distance, 446 is 4.12. All right, well, Ricky Fowler, he hits a drive out there. I think he hit it 346 yards. He had 116 yards left to the hole, okay? So, from 116 yards, the way they measure strokes gained on the field is from 116 yards, that distance, the PGA Tour average from 116 yards to get it in the hole is 2.825 shots. So they're saying the average tour player, 2.825. Well, he hits it up there, right? He hits it up there 16 feet 11 inches, all right? And he makes the putt. So he actually got it in 2 shots. So he picked up .825 shots on the field.
Gotcha.
So does that make sense? So as you go around and you start doing these things, now with total shots gained, they take out the putting. So if the baseline for making a 16-foot putt is 1.25 or something like that, then you actually take 1 out for one of those strokes, and he only actually picked up a quarter of a shot on that hole. I know it sounds complicated, but basically every single shot that is hit on the PGA Tour is measured and creates a baseline on how many shots it takes to get it in the hole. From every distance, from 116,
Right.
from 250, whether you got a 5-foot putt, a 10-foot putt, whatever it may be, whether you're out of the bunker, there's a different category for hitting proximity to the hole from the rough versus the fairway. So you can go on and on. But the ones that everybody, when you're watching the TV and the broadcaster starts talking about strokes gained on the green or off the tee, it is a very simple formula. It's basically you pick up shots or lose shots based on whether you make or miss a putt from a certain distance on what the field does. It's that simple.
Look, I like it. I mean, if you understand it, you kind of know, and I know these guys are following it. They know where they are pretty much based on where they are either gained or lost on the field. So yeah, I like that.
And there's some averages, they have on a page, like 3 shots to hole out from 166 yards, 4 shots from 410, 4.5 shots from 519 yards. So they have some baselines that are already set up using this formula. And so say you go out there and you got a 519-yard par 5, you make a 3, well, you picked up 1.5 shots on the field because the baseline's 4.5.
Dig it.
There you go.
Very good. I think you did a great. Let me just go and do that. I thought you did a great job
I
explaining that.
appreciate that.
Okay.
I really
And there you go.
appreciate
All y'all
that.
give him a big round of applause. There.
That's the little. Yeah, there you go. I just had that.
Hey, got to say congratulations to Dustin Johnson. He picks up the win last week at the Travelers Championship. Kyle Jones on the Korn Ferry Tour picked up the Utah Championship, presented by Zions Bank. Well, what does that do for your official World Golf Rankings? Well, Roy McIlroy, he remains number 1. By the way, I got issue again with the starter on number 1. Did you hear him? It's terrible.
Yeah,
okay,
it's
it's terrible. Come on, guys. I know there's not anybody around, but get the players kind of jazzed up a little bit. Don't just say this is your 9:20 tee time on the box, Roy McIlroy. Okay, let me hear something.
Right. If they use strokes gained statistic with announcers, then you would be like strokes gained. See, I want a little embellishment too.
Yeah.
There was a thing I was watching last night, and it was talking about Tiger Woods, quest for 83 or whatever.
Right.
And in 2002, he had that banner year. He's playing with Phil Mickelson, and the announcer, she's like, the winner of the 2002 Masters, the 2002 U.S. Open, the 2002 Rocket City and Phil finally said, okay, that's enough.
Yeah.
Like that, everybody started laughing.
Oh,
that was
goodness.
That was my Governor Ivy.
That was
Governor
your
Ivy.
That was your Governor Ivy.
There
And
you
you
go.
did a good job. There ain't no high step. Ain't nothing but a high step. Okay. Hey, Roy McIlroy, he's number 1. John Rahm remains number 2. Dustin Johnson moves up from number 6 to number 3 in your official World Golf Rankings, brought to you by Rolex. Number 4 is Justin Thomas. Number 5, Brooks Koepka. Webb Simpson drops to 6th. Patrick Reed remains 7th. Adam Scott, who you haven't heard a lot about. Okay, where's his name? I can tell you what, he's number 8 in the official World Golf Rankings. Patrick Cantlay is number 9th, and guess who rounds out the top 10 of your official World Golf Rankings? That's right, he's a Bridgestone guy.
Yeah.
He's a big guy. He's bulked up. He's hitting the ball 350. His name, Bryson DeChambeau, and we're going to hear from him coming up shortly as he confronted a cameraman. All right, we'll have that for you coming up. But there's your official World Golf Rankings, brought to you by Rolex. All right. We're moving through this hour. We tell you each Sunday, buckle up. It's the fastest 2 hours in radio. We have more fun than most people in 2 hours than most people have all week. All right? Speaking of fun, when we come back, we're going to speak with a very good friend of ours, Musial Minutes with David Musial from Glen Lakes. It happens only here on Southern Fairways.
savings, selection, customer satisfaction. That's Eastern Shore Toyota. Rush for big fall markdowns on hundreds of new Toyotas, like Camrys and Corollas. Buy now and save up to $4,700. Yes, drive away today in your new Camry or Corolla and save up to $4,700 or get 0% financing. Plus, get a lifetime warranty, identity protection, theft protection, and more. Hurry to Eastern Shore Toyota, I-10 exit 38. Passionate for customer satisfaction.
Hello, Brian Barker, head golf professional at Lake Forest Golf Club. Have you decided where your next golf experience will be? Well, consider Lake Forest Golf Club. We're open to the public and offer a very challenging and extremely affordable experience. For just $39 plus tax, you'll receive unlimited golf and your choice of a premium sleeve of golf balls or a hot lunch. Why wait? Call 251-626-9324 to book your tee time today. That's 251-626-9324.
At Ping, we know the best drivers build confidence. It takes distance, accuracy, looks, and a sound that turns heads. Introducing the new G400. The hotter face is forged to deliver a powerful feel and explosive distance. Tungsten weighting and Dragonfly technology give it off-the-charts forgiveness. And a faster shape means less drag for more speed. Experience the custom-fit G400, the most fully engineered driver you'll ever hit. Ping, play your best.
Hi, this is David Musial, PGA professional and general manager at Glen Lakes Golf Club. Glen Lakes offers 27 holes of spectacular golf, a full game practice facility, and the only true link-style golf course on the Gulf Coast. Visit us at Glen Lakes or call 251-955-1220 for information and tee times. Come out and discover one of the best-kept secrets in the Deep South, Glen Lakes Golf Club.
Hey, are you looking to play some competitive golf? Well, if you answered yes, then check out the GCGA Tour. It's your tour. For more information and event dates, go online to gcgatour.com. gcgatour.com. Well, we know him as a music aficionado. I'm going to say that's Jimi Hendrix.
That is Jimi Hendrix.
Okay, that's what I thought. Hey, welcome back to Southern Fairways Golf Radio Show, where we talk golf first, and we'll talk a little music. But right now we're going to go to our Jason Young, State Farm Insurance guest line, and welcome in a good friend of ours. It's Musial Minutes with the one and only David Musial from Glen Lakes Golf Club in Foley, Alabama. David, how you doing, my man?
Doing great today, Randy. Hope you and Danny are doing well. We're right now, it looks like the showers have passed here at Glen Lakes, and we've got a pretty good crowd on the course. So if you want to get out, we still have some tee times open, and got very little rain, and the sun's coming back out again. But everything's going good here for us for the holiday weekend, and hope you guys are doing well.
Well, David, we are doing well. And before we kind of get into the Musial Minutes, I do have a trivia question for you, since you're a music aficionado. And if you get this right, I'm going to give you a 5-pack to Glen Lakes. But our intro music did such a wonderful job. That was Voodoo Child by Jimi Hendrix, 1968. Do you know what album that was on?
Voodoo Child. Golly, I thought you were going to ask me about Star Spangled Banner, because you'll call me back in a little while when I get back home. I've got a new amp.
Yeah.
I can play Star Spangled Banner. If you want some of it, then just give me a call back. But Voodoo Child, I'm not sure.
All right.
I'm not sure.
I'm going off. How about Jimi Hendrix Live?
Well, that is Electric Lady.
Okay.
Was the album. Yeah. 1968, Electric Lady, Voodoo Child. A couple other good ones on there, too.
There you go.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Well, now, and we want to talk some golf, and we will do that first, but I have to say, I think that one of your favorite bands, would I be correct in saying a little AC/DC?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the best concert that's the best live show I've ever seen. We got into that a couple of weeks ago, and it didn't leave off that I've been to Aerosmith and Ted Nugent. But,
wow!
Now, ZZ Top was supposed to be coming here, I guess, next month, and I guess that's off. But I'm ready to get back to some normalcy, and hope you guys are. Glad we got some PGA Tour, and looking forward to baseball starting in hopefully 3 weeks. It's 4th of July with no fireworks and no baseball. It didn't seem right, but hopefully it's right around the corner.
Hopefully so. Hopefully so. We're visiting with David Musial. It's our Musial Minutes right here on our Jason Young State Farm Insurance Guest Line. Okay, David, we have a litany of things to ask you and go through with you in your Musial Minutes. Let's just kind of go through them real quick. All right, Bryson DeChambeau. We know that he's hitting the ball far. We talked about that last week. But let's turn, and we're going to hear from him in the next segment about, and we may even do it here in just a minute, but as he turned and kind of got onto a cameraman, what's your thoughts on his reaction to that?
Well, Bryson is a very intense individual. He's as far as his craft and how he is moving into a round of golf and how he is on the golf course, that's a very determined individual. And we have different personality types on the golf course, and you see different players out there that are more relaxed and some that are more tense. And he is one that he's the technician out there. It's probably not my place to decide how you react. I can imagine if I was on a tour event that how the nerves would get to you, and sometimes different things would happen to break your concentration. But I do want to say we keep talking about the bombs and the long shots and him almost driving number one yesterday. The key thing to what he's doing now is what did he do? He got it up and down.
Exactly.
That's the difference as far as what you talk about the scoring shots and picking up those shots on the field, that he's hitting those long tee shots, but he's hitting them straight. And that's what's impressive.
Let's hear from him right now.
Look, I'm always in the mood of trying to get better and figure things out. For me, people can say I wear my emotions on my shoulders, and that's fine. It's mainly because I care. I care so much about playing my absolute best because I know I can do really well. And so, I hope people can see that and understand that it's a positive thing, not a negative thing. That I care a lot about the game and wanting to do my absolute best. And I feel like if I don't do my best, I feel like I've failed everybody. So
I don't think anybody's.
There you go, and that can kind of make sense,
Well, I think that he is very driven, to maximizing what he can do with his ability, and the talent he has is through the roof, and he knows it. And he knows if he can key in on these different areas that he is weak, I think he can compete every single week. And you're seeing that, and I was watching his golf swing with that driver and seeing the distance he's hitting it. I was waiting for him to overswing a little bit and get it sideways a little bit, but he doesn't. And that's what's the impressive part. If you can hit it 340 and 350 and straight, it wasn't an advantage, but he's able to capitalize on that. He's able to get that ball close and be able to make some putts. And Danny said a couple of weeks ago how uncomfortable he looks over the golf ball. It does, and over a putt that he does. But, he's got his style, and it's working for him, and I think the sky's the limit for a guy like that.
I want to get into Matthew Wolff here in just a second, but if you watch Bryson swing now, man, when he makes that rotation, look at that left foot. His toe is high, and he's just rotating on that heel, okay?
He's a couple weeks from being that Ho Chi guy. We'll talk about. No, I'm just kidding. But David,
Choi, yeah.
We talked about the one thing I will tell you about Bryson, and I think you hit on, and I'm not here to judge too much, but I will commentate on it. When you make comments. There's one thing on a golf course. I look at it a couple different ways. He addressed the cameraman on the golf course, which can happen in the heat of a moment. Okay, and I totally understand. I almost kind of forgive that as long as you don't go overboard and hit him or demean whatever. But afterwards he thought about it and he makes a statement about he wishes they would have followed him on the camera post the bad shot. Well, if anybody knows anything about golf and likes to watch golf, that is one of the favorite things that our fans like to watch. They like to see the reaction of the player hitting a bad shot, and I'm just being totally honest about that. So, to kind of go down that road is a slippery slope, but I'm going to give Bryson the benefit of the doubt because I do believe he does care, and I think off the course, he's a totally different guy than he is on the golf course. But at the same time, he's got to be very, very careful with the entitlement inside the bubble of the PGA Tour mentality, like between the ropes, because that's what we like to see. We like to see inside the ropes. And that sounds like a good title to a show one day, Inside the Ropes. I'm not sure if it's been done before.
Dustin Johnson last week when he finished, he said that I've realized now I'm going to hit a bad shot in every round. He said every round there's a bad shot in it, and that's how I react to it. And he said he used to get mad about it.
Yeah.
Now I realize it's going to happen, and what am I going to do in turning around from there? So, yeah, I think it's a good point. I think that he's got, as far as being a crowd favorite with Bryson, when he hits bad shots, to have to be able to handle that, because it humbles those players, and all of us as golfers like to see that those guys are human, and they hit bad shots as well.
We're visiting with David Musial, our Musial Minutes, right here on our Jason Young State Farm Insurance guest line. All right, real quick, we got you for about another 4 minutes or so. I want to get a tip from you. I'm going to talk a little junior golf, but before we do that, let's talk about the guy that is leading in Detroit right now. A young man, Matthew Wolff. He is 21 years of age. He has already won one time on the PGA Tour. He did that last year almost to the date. It was July the 7th, 2019, where he won the 3M Open in Minnesota. This is a guy that has a very, very unusual golf swing, very reminiscent, I guess, to a certain point of one Jim Furyk. However, he gets a little body motion going in there, and I guess that's his trigger to go ahead and make it start his swing. I mean, it's a unique swing if you've not seen it. What do you think about it?
Well, I think it's very interesting, very unique. That last little trigger with his right shoulder kind of looks like a flinch. It's like he's itchy. Yeah, then he turns and makes that move and brings that club on a sharp outside line and then reroutes it back in. And he does have the 5 components that all good players do.
Yes, he does.
We talked about grip, steady position, head impact, head behind the ball, shaft leaning forward, weight shifting to the front foot, balance finish. He and Victor Hovland do that. Both have those, regardless of how they get to that position. And you're right that it is. I like to see another guy out there that's a Furyk. He's getting a little older now, and now I have someone when I'm teaching golfers to explain to them this is how the club comes back to the inside. We don't like to have that much of it rerouting, where there's that much movement on the backswing as far as rerouting back to the inside. But you see where Wolff gets it on the inside, coming on the downswing. And the impact position is very consistent. And there's a lot of power there coming from the inside. But, there's different ways of getting there. Back swings are, you do see different things happening and more changes, sometimes with players. But where you are at impact and where you are on that downswing position is, where the good players get in that same position. But it's fun to watch. If you turn on TV and you have not watched golf and you turn it on this afternoon and you see this guy, you're like, whoa, look at that move. And,
I play golf with guys like that.
He keeps on going, has a tremendous amount of confidence. And I think that he and Hovland both, I guess, what's Hovland? Is he in the top 10?
Yeah.
Today?
Yep.
Going into the round? Yeah.
Yep.
So you got a couple interesting moves there going in. You got, DeChambeau with the with his move and his distance and and his temperament but no, there's lots of different ways to swing it and those key components that Wolff has those and he may come out on top today.
All right, visit with David Musial Minutes right here on our Jason Young State Farm Insurance guest line. David, we got you now for 2 minutes. All right, real quick, what's going on with your junior golf? And I need you to throw a tip in here before you go.
Okay. This week we've got the PGA Alabama Northwest Florida Junior Tour playing on Tuesday. We've got they're playing the Lakes to Vista, and we've got juniors from all over the state and Florida Panhandle coming over to play, so it should be some good golf. We have our junior league that plays again next Saturday, and we've got 40 juniors in our program. And we want to mention on the air that we will have a fall program. It'll start in September. Kids that are ages 8 to 16, $85 for the program, and we're producing some really good junior players from our program. We've got a lot of good things going on right now at the club. Got a lot of activity in play, and we really, if you have not experienced Glen Lakes, that all 27 holes are in great shape. I'd encourage you to get out. One thing I do want to mention is been a lot of this week. We've got a lot of vacationers that are here, and we do offer at Glen Lakes. We do offer group lessons. I just gave a lesson with a father-son. I've been giving some with husband, wife, couples. And have groups up to 5 or 6 together, so we can do that at Glen Lakes, and happy to do it. As far as a golf tip goes, get some breezy days down here on the coast, and get some players, good high school players, college players. They got to know how to control that trajectory of their shot, and it's very important when we're hitting these shots that we don't try to swing through the wind. What we want to do is we want to swing slower. We want to take a little more club, and we want to keep that shaft leaning forward through impact, and that's the important part, where we can have that low finish, shorter backswing, and learn to control that trajectory. But to become a good player, you've got to be able to hit those different shots where you can bring that ball flight down and to be able to control it on those windy days and those days where, in golf courses that you play where you've got to be able to have all different kinds of shots to be able to score. But please give me a call at Glen Lakes if I can help you in any way with your golf game, beginner, advanced players, or juniors, that we're happy to help you in any way.
David, I got to tell you, over all these years, you're a heck of a golf coach. You're a heck of a general manager there at Glen Lakes. And you may want to think about your next career being in broadcast. There you go, being in broadcast.
Always something on the horizon. Always. But I appreciate you guys. Appreciate your support of Glen Lakes.
You do a great job.
Our traffic is great, and our instructional programs are going well. And we appreciate both you guys supporting our programs.
Buddy, I appreciate you. Have a great weekend. We look forward to talking again with you in a couple of weeks, all right?
All right, guys. Y'all have a great week. Thanks a lot.
All right, there you go. David Musial, General Manager at Glen Lakes. That is your Musial Minutes right here on Southern Fairways Golf Show.
Love that tip as well, too.
That was a good tip.
Here to break it down. When it's breezy, swing it easy.
There you go. Hey, got to throw a shout-out. I got some folks tuned in to us on Facebook. Hole-in-one man, Coach Jack Robertson.
Hey.
All right, hey, don't go anywhere when we come back. It's Boom's Kitchen. You do not want to miss this, all right? Go to YouTube Live.
Savings, selection, customer satisfaction. That's Eastern Shore Toyota. Rush for big fall markdowns on hundreds of new Toyotas. Like RAV4s and Highlanders, save up to $6,100. Yes, drive away today in your new RAV4 or Highlander and save up to $6,100. Or get as low as 0% financing. Plus, get a lifetime warranty, identity protection, theft protection, and more. Hurry to Eastern Shore Toyota, I-10 exit 38. Passionate for customer satisfaction.
Matt Brandt here again with Boudreaux's Cajun Grill and Daphne. We are ready to serve you, and we are open again. We've taken all of those CDC guidelines and separated our tables, spread out those tables on the deck so that you can come out with your family and friends and enjoy a great meal. Come out and see us. We're safe, we're sanitized, we are COVID ready, and we are ready to serve. Boudreaux's Cajun Grill and Daphne, the best on the Eastern Shore.
Boudreaux's Cajun Grill, located on Highway 98 just south of I-10.
Let's talk with Louis Arata from McConnell Automotive as we head into this Independence Day weekend and beginning of the month. Some great deals at McConnell Automotive.
Employee pricing on all the SUVs. That's Yukon, Acadia, Terrain, in the Buick line. You got Encore, Enclave, Envision. We just got great deals going on. We got also great deals on the used car side. You can check those out at McConnellAutomotive.com or give us a call at 251-476-4141. And don't forget, with this little rain, I want everybody to be careful out there. If you have an unfortunate accident, don't forget Gary in the body shop. Call them at 251-476-4141. They'll take care of all your unfortunate needs. Kind of a one-stop shop. We're going to be open all day long Friday to the last customer serve, and we're going to let everybody off on Saturday. And hope everybody has a safe and fun 4th.
That's Louis Arata, McConnell Automotive on Dauphin Street, just east of I-65, and online, McConnellAutomotive.com.
Contests on Southern Fairways Golf Radio Show are open to persons 18 years of age or older. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Void where prohibited by law. All prizes must be claimed within 14 days of winning. Hey, there's more winning coming up, so good luck. It's hard to believe that we fly through this quick, but boy, when you're having fun, it does. It happens very, very quick, and glad you're on board with us right here on Southern Fairways Golf Show. Got a lot of great sponsors. We'll talk about them in just a few moments. My name is Randy Bergen with my podgy Danny Spivey, and Danny, this is listen, we have a lot of folks that watch. We have a lot of folks that listen. They love the show. We love doing the show. It's very entertaining. Mm-hmm. But what I have found over the last couple of probably the last 2 months,
right,
is that this segment right here,
it's pretty
popular.
Number one. It's number one.
Number one.
Yeah, a big shout out to all those people watching us live right now. Hey, Coach Spivey's in town. Coach Spivey and Mayor.
Yeah,
they got
they're now residents of Baldwin County.
They are residents. They are now residents. They had 17 moving trucks come down here from from.
Oh, my God.
I'm just kidding. It seemed like that. I'm sure they think it feels like that as well. But so great to have them down here. We'll get him on because we've had him on the show before.
Absolutely.
And
absolutely. Get him back on for
otherwise,
sure.
it was my brother, in case anybody was wondering. But good to have them down here. We've got another scramble partner now.
We do. We certainly do. All right, are you ready?
Ready.
We've given you a little bit of time now to go to Facebook. You can go to Southern Fairways Facebook, or you can go to YouTube. Just look up Randy Bergen Live, and it's time for a little Boom's Kitchen. Here's what we're starting you out with. All right, starting you out with a little tom yum soup.
You know, it wonderful, wonderful broth flavor. Yeah, a lot of depth to it. Of course, I did better this time, Randy. You know how I like to pick the shrimp out of the big bowl.
Yes, you do.
I went for the mushrooms.
Well, you got mushrooms in here. You got tomatoes. You got shrimp. You've got a variety of things in there that is absolutely fantastic. And we followed that up with a little chicken satay.
Satay.
All right. Now, with that chicken satay, is you had some peanut sauce. I know that's a little tough for you, but we also had some cucumber sauce in here.
Yeah, it did. A really good spicy cucumber vinegar based, kind of a sweet and sour, but some hot in there. I love that. Anything with vinegar in it. You notice that? I like a lot of vinegar. I don't know what that is. I love that little taste. But chicken satay, one of my favorite things. Now, there's a secret to making it. Boom makes it look very easy, but it's not. Trust me, because a lot of us like to just throw that stuff out on the grill, and you burn up the skewers and all that stuff. There's a technique involved in that.
There really is, and the girl can do
Great
it. There's no doubt.
Thai street food. That's what it is.
You know what we're gonna do?
Satay everywhere.
Do you know that we had a great suggestion, and it was that we're trying to get a food truck for her.
Yeah, that's the whole goal.
The whole goal is a food truck, okay, so that we can go around and we can talk golf and feed everybody, okay? And somebody said do that. What do you go online and people pay?
GoFundMe.
GoFundMe.
Yeah.
GoFundMe. How about go fund us a food truck, and as a participant, you will have a plethora of food.
I've already committed to it. Randy. You know I'm a big believer in Boom's Kitchen, and I did go over and made the road trip over to our neighboring state of Florida. Got some lotto tickets. I've got Mega Millions. I got Powerball. I got Florida Lottery. We may have a fleet of Boom tickets. I haven't even checked the results yet. We may be able this week go get a fleet.
Very good.
Of Southern Fairway Boom's Kitchen vehicles.
Very good. I like that. I hope it happens. Hope it happens. Hey, we are having a great time today. Glad you're on board with us right here. This first hour really has come and gone, and we have not given away any golf. Let's do this right now, okay? I'm going to do a little combo pack here of a 5-pack of Glen Lakes. That's going to get you 5 green fees. All you have to do is pick up the card fee, and I'm going to get you 2 green fees to Timber Creek. You pick up the card fee, all right? Danny, that is probably somewhere around a $250 savings, wouldn't you say? About $250
minimum.
What we're going to do is we're going to take the fourth phone call at 251-343-0106. 251-343-0106. You will get that 5-pack to Glen Lakes and 2-pack to Timber Creek. Both places in fantastic shape. Played them not too long ago, and enjoy it. It is on us. Got to say thanks to some great sponsors of the show. If you like what we're doing, visit these guys and tell them that you like it and thank them. It means a ton to them, and it certainly means everything to us. Thanks to McConnell Automotive. If you're looking to purchase a new vehicle, do yourself a big favor. Save yourself some money. Go see our good friends at McConnell Automotive. You can check them out online at McConnellAutomotive.com. They are the #1 GMC dealer in the state of Alabama. Thanks to Lake Forest Golf Club, Timber Creek Golf Club. Thanks to Eastern Shore Toyota and Hyundai. They're located just off I-10 on exit 38 in Daphne. Thanks to other sponsors like Glen Lakes Golf Club, Adams Title Pond in Foley. Now, we tell you all the time, Adam is a genie in the bottle. You know, you've heard of the Tooth Fairy. Well, Adam is our cash fairy. Cash fairy, because he can turn your silver and gold into hard, cold cash. A big thanks to the official restaurant of Southern Fairways Golf Radio Show, Boudreaux's Cajun Grill. We tell you each and every Sunday. And if Matt's not here, if Matt Brandt's not here telling you, we're going to tell you it is the best Cajun food along the Gulf Coast. You got to check them out. They're located off Highway 98, just south of I-10. Absolutely phenomenal. Also, thanks to Jason Young, State Farm Insurance. Give him a call. He can help you out with your home, your auto. He can do it all for you. And by Bridgestone, the official golf ball and golf glove of Southern Fairways Golf Show and Magazine. Winners like Bryson DeChambeau, the Cooch, Matt Kuchar, Lexi Thompson, my man Freddie Couples. Tiger, they all hit a Bridgestone golf ball.
Randy,
just say,
Danny.
wait a second. Maybe you should too.
Winner of multiple amateur GCGA titles. We have 7 between us. Do you have 4?
I have 4.
Okay. Now, how many of those are team?
2 of those are team, 2 of those are individual.
Okay, so was I playing when you won your individual ones?
Yes, you were. Yes, you were. Whenever I got the one at Glen Lakes.
Oh yeah, we had a battle down the stretch,
yeah,
and you made a lot of putts that day. That was fun to watch.
Yeah.
Of course, then I wasn't trying to help you out at all. I got a little loose towards the end there. Let's just say, and you were putting the screws on me. And I got a little shaky. Nerves got to me. Right?
Well, if you'd have made that eagle putt, it'd have been a different story. But hey, let me just say, if you're looking for competitive golf and you're looking for a ton of fun, you've got to join the 2020 GCGA Tour. That's where you need to be. All right, we crank back up on Sunday, July the 12th at Rock Creek. It is in great shape. We just played there. Come join us. Be a part of it. You will have a ton of fun. Go to gcgatour.com, gcgatour.com. The fun part about it is that it is a points game. So different from some tours where you only have to look at 2 or 3 people. You got to look at the whole field here because anybody can win based on their points.
You're exactly right. You got to bring your A game. Got to make some birdies. And well, it depends what your handicap is, what your point quota is. Sometimes 10 pars and 10 bogeys will do it for you. It depends what your quota is. If you got to have a good day. You got to have a good day. I know personally, and you and I have played together when I've been victorious. I've played when you got to make some putts out there. When it comes down to putts, you know who is making a lot of putts right now?
One Matthew Wolff.
That's it. That is very true. And a lot of people out there are kind of trying to figure out who this guy is. They turn on the TV and they see this very interesting golf swing. He's got a kickstart. The left knee comes in and he does a little jerk motion, and it's what kind of gets his swing going. He's been doing that ever since he started playing golf. And hey, born April 14th. He's an Aries. Like
as a matter of fact, that's my daughter was born on April the 14th.
Absolutely,
Yep.
1999. He's a young guy.
Who was another Aries that we had on not too long ago? Listen, if you're an NFL fan,
Buckeye's an Aries.
Okay, if you're an NFL fan, we had him on. Good friend of ours.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh.
Marcus
Allen. Yeah,
That's
we all
exactly
said happy birthday to each other, didn't
He
we?
just had his, and ours was coming up.
Yeah, that was
If you
a great
remember.
interview.
Yeah,
Great
we're going to have him
interview.
back real
Great
quick,
interview.
real soon as well. All right, I'll tell you, first hour is coming going. In the next hour, it's great to have David Musial on our Musial Minutes in this hour. Coming up in our next hour, we're going to do something at 12:15. We talk golf first right here on the Golf Broadcast Network, but we're going to talk a little bit about America. And who's going to do it? We're going to go back to America. That starts with America.
That's right.
We're going to go back to 1969 and hear Red Skelton. He was a comedian, but he was a very serious dude when he did the Pledge of Allegiance. And he's going to break it down for you word for word. And I'm telling you, if you're a true American, you will understand this, and it will give you great pride in listening to Red Skelton do this. Did you watch Goodfellas last night?
I didn't.
Absolutely the funniest one I've ever seen.
I taped it. It was good. You know what I watched earlier today, or this morning when I woke up? I just love history and everything. And those who follow me on Facebook, they saw I had usually every holiday I usually post something, especially a holiday like this, and some of my own personal viewpoints and the way I view things. But I watched about the special 1968 Olympics, Mexico City. That's a fascinating year.
Yeah.
A lot of correlations going on. And, one of the overlooked things, now, we know, everything that was going on, but Czechoslovakia was invaded by the Soviet Union in 1968. There's a big deal going on there, too. The Fosbury Flop.
The old flop.
The old flop made its debut. Dick Fosbury. In 1968 Olympics.
Interesting.
How about that?
All right, coming up in the next hour, a lot of golf to get back into. We're going to give away some golf. We'll get you caught up on the leaderboards. We've got, again, you won't want to miss it. Going to give away that golf that could take the whole family out. All right?
Yeah.
Tune in next hour. Coming up straight ahead, you got it tuned in to Southern Fairways Golf Show right here on the Golf Broadcast Network. Don't go anywhere.
lifting up your voice. FM Talk 106.5, WAVH-FM, Daphne Bay Minette, Mobile.
Coronavirus guidelines, vaccine search. I'm Ann Cates. Thousands gathered closely, many without masks, for speeches by President Trump at Mount Rushmore and the White House. Food and Drug Administration Commissioner Dr. Stephen Hahn tells CNN State of the Union that attendees should have taken precautions.
If you don't follow local and state guidelines about what to do, if you're not following the CDC and White House task force guidelines, you are putting yourselves and you're putting your loved ones at risk. And so it's, again, I keep going back to this point, but it's really important that in all circumstances, that guidance be followed. So yes, people who don't follow the guidance are putting themselves at risk.
The search continues for a vaccine to battle COVID-19.
The World Health Organization's Dr. Mike Ryan says the ever-elusive universal vaccine is, quote, the holy grail of our long-term hopes, end quote.
We've spent many decades thinking and hoping for a universal vaccine against influenza, and that has not been achieved.
The flu vaccine is not the same every year because the flu virus, a rhinovirus, changes. To find a universal vaccine, scientists need to find the consistent sequences, proteins common in all viruses, find enough of them to develop a vaccine to target those in an effort toward universal protection. If a vaccine for a coronavirus can be developed, and we expect it will, maybe common elements between it and a rhinovirus can be found that could lead to a universal vaccine. I'm Jim Roop.
Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer is urging his Republican colleagues to keep police reform legislation at the forefront.
Prior to leaving for the July 4th holiday break, Senator Schumer said, let's sit down and talk.
We have stated to the Republicans that we want to sit down and do a bipartisan bill, then bring that bill before the Judiciary Committee, and then bring it to the floor and have amendments. If we start off with a base bipartisan bill, we can actually get something done.
The House passed the George Floyd Justice in Policing Act. Lindy Kenyon, Washington.
I'm Ann Cates.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? There's a tremendous price war among the major term life companies. Rates have dropped dramatically in the past few years. For example, a man age 45 non-tobacco user, $1 million of coverage, $75 per month level rate for the next 10 years. Or a man age 50 non-tobacco can obtain $500,000 of coverage for a monthly premium of only $110 per month, guaranteed not to change for the next 20 years. That's right, level rate guaranteed not to change for the next 20 years. If you're a smoker, we have great rates available for you as well. At Termbusters, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. If you're looking for new or replacement term life insurance, call today for a quote at 1-800-569-5440. That's 1-800-569-5440. You're probably paying more than you should. Call Termbusters, 1-800-569-5440, or visit our website at termbusters.net. Remember, 1-800-569-5440. Rates and availability may vary by state. Sample rate quotes based on preferred non-tobacco underwriting. Exam required to qualify.
Washington Redskins head coach Ron Rivera says he's been working with owner Dan Snyder on a new name for the team. Correspondent Andy Scholes has more.
He actually grew up in the D.C. area, said he loved the team's name as a kid, but his opinion of that team name has certainly changed. Rivera says he and owner Daniel Snyder have been talking about a new name for more than a month now. Rivera telling the Washington Post that they have two names that he really likes, and the most important criteria for a new name is that it is respectful of Native American culture and traditions, and also is a tribute to the military. Now, Rivera is the son of an Army officer. He's the only Hispanic head coach in the NFL right now.
The coronavirus pandemic has left gig workers clamoring for jobs that often pay less while facing stiff competition from a crush of the newly unemployed. Upwork, a website that connects skilled freelance workers with jobs, has seen a 50% increase in signups by both employees and companies. I'm Ann Cates.
Picture this. A shortage of fuel has closed your electric utility, or any other possible disaster devastated your town. You're out of power, no lights, no news. That's why federal and state agencies urge you to have an emergency radio. Now you can get a free Dynamo World Band emergency radio. This powerful radio lets you stay informed during any type of emergency. It doesn't even need batteries. It comes with a hand-crank generator and super bright LED flashlight. The Dynamo emergency radio includes the NOAA Weather Band, a long-range AM receiver, a high-sensitivity FM band, and even a USB jack to charge cell phones or other devices. The Dynamo emergency weather band radio retails for almost $30, but Newsmax wants to make sure you get this radio. So check out the free offer for the emergency radio by going to gettheradio.com. That's gettheradio.com. Or call toll-free 877-NEWSMAX. That's 877-NEWSMAX. This radio could save your life. This offer may end soon, so order today.
FM Talk 106.5, the Gulf Coast Weather Authority, and Dr. Bill Williams.
We expect scattered thunderstorms this afternoon with temperatures around 90 degrees. Tonight, a few thunderstorms, lows in the mid-70s. And for Monday, mostly cloudy with scattered thunderstorms and highs in the upper 80s. This is meteorologist Dr. Bill Williams for FM Talk 106.5.
FM Talk 106.5, the Gulf Coast Weather Authority.
Timber Creek Golf Club offers golfers of all abilities a fabulous golf experience. Rated 4 stars by Golf Digest, this well-manicured 27-hole championship layout is open to the public and features scenic views of spacious rolling fairways carved from a forest of magnolias, dogwoods, and pines. Elevation changes, wetland preserves, and bountiful wildlife accentuate the flowing terrain, creating an atmosphere truly unique in the Gulf Coast region. Add a full-service restaurant, an award-winning golf shop, first-class practice facilities, and a good dose of our staff's southern hospitality, and Timber Creek becomes a must-play for any golfer. Ideally located in Baldwin County, just north of Interstate 10, exit 38, directly across from the Eastern Shore Center. Timber Creek is easily accessible from Mobile, Biloxi, Gulf Shores, and Pensacola. For a tee time, call 877-621-9900. That's 877-621-9900. And prepare yourself for a wonderful golf experience at Timber Creek Golf Club.
The important points here are the wind-up of the hips and body, the extension of the left arm, and the cock of the wrist, indicated by the angle between the left arm and the shaft of the club.
Oh my goodness! In your life have you seen anything like that?
This crowd has gone deadly silent. Cinderella story, out of nowhere. A former greenskeeper now about to become the Masters champion.
McConnell Buick GMC presents Southern Fairways Golf Radio Show. Here are your hosts, Randy Bergen and Danny Spivey.
Well, we certainly welcome you into the second hour of Southern Fairways Golf Show right here on the Golf Broadcast Network. Glad you are on board with us. We hope and trust you had a great 4th of July. The weekend is not over yet. Still celebrating, and I hope that if you did celebrate, you celebrated in the right mind, you did it for the right reasons, and you remembered properly who the founders are, what they did, all right, and why we are all here and able to do what we do. And let me say, before we go any further, I want to thank all of our servicemen, all of our servicewomen, all of our veterans, our policemen, our firemen, our first responders. Thank you for all that you do and have done for us so that we can do what we love to do so much. Without you, we wouldn't be able to do it. God bless America. There you go, Dan. That's my monologue.
How about that? I feel like I need to. I don't know. I'm feeling really patriotic right now, and
I set you up there.
I know you did.
Thank you.
There it is.
Now we just need a fireworks display going off here.
Once again, the visual of me riding around in my golf cart last night.
You know what? You should send me that picture. I could throw it up there real quick and we can check it out.
Me too.
Hey, we're glad you're here with us. We have got a lot to get into in this hour, a lot. But one of the things I'm really excited about is coming up in the next segment. We're going to do something that I don't know that we've done here on this show before, but it was passed to me, and it seems like every year I get it. And I thought maybe we could share it with you. If you've not seen the Red Skeletons Pledge of Allegiance from 1969, it is absolutely fantastic. And as an American, you would really appreciate this. And I want you to listen to it. It's only just a few minutes long, but that's coming up in the next segment. Now, on top of all of that, we got a lot of golf to get into. We talked a little bit about Bryson DeChambeau. We talked about him confronting a cameraman, and how's that potentially damaging his brand? We may get back more into that in this hour. But how about Jim Bones McKay, the caddy, longtime caddy for Phil Mickelson, went into retirement, got into the broadcast side of it. Well, he's going to come out. And he's going to caddy for Matthew Fitzpatrick at Muirfield Village both events there. He's going to do that, and that'll be kind of fun to talk about. And then, Dan, I want to talk a little about the PGA of America. They renamed the Horton Smith Award.
Yes. Renamed it.
We'll tell you why.
Well, and I'll tell you what, Jim Bones, he picked a nice young guy. To loop for, Matthew Fitzpatrick. Really strong,
golfer.
Really good golfer from England. Went to Northwestern, as a matter of fact.
In Chicago.
Yeah, very good stuff.
All right, but we're going to also talk about the leader of the Mortgage Classic in Detroit, Matthew Wolff. We're going to break down who is he? Well, we'll tell you who he is if you're not familiar with him. We'll talk about his unique swing. And, of course, he's looking to pick up his second PGA Tour victory. He's only 21 years old, okay? And, Danny, we talked about it in the first hour. There's only one other person done that before 21.
Yeah, one Eldrick Tiger.
That's it.
Tiger Woods did it before. Well, Matthew Wolff, very interesting. Of course, we concentrate on his golf swing so much because it is so unique, and I'd love to see him hit out of the bunker too, a greenside bunker, because he actually has a little. It's like a modified little kickstart.
Yeah.
It's not quite the full,
Yeah.
the full Monty. It's kind of an abbreviated one.
Right.
And you like it if you're watching this on Facebook right now. I'm kind of doing this little.
You got a little twitch going.
But a great golf. Of course, he won the 2019 NCAA Division I championship. Played on the Palmer Cup, and a little shout out to my brother there.
I was fixing to say, now your brother's very close to that. Wasn't he part of the first one?
Yeah, he helped conceive it with, of course, Mr. Palmer, and had a great. I believe they had a 20-year reunion a couple years ago over at Atlanta Athletic Club.
Right.
To go. Had the Palmer umbrellas all up on the ceiling, in that beautiful
cool is that?
clubhouse and everything. But Matthew Wolff, good player. He's a Cowboy. Oklahoma State
Cowboy. That's exactly right. Well, we're going to tell you more about him coming up in just a few moments. And I want to remind you, just as Danny mentioned, hey, go to your smart TV, go to your smartphone, your iPad, your computer. You can search on Facebook, Southern Fairways. Check us out. We're on live there. You can also go to Randy Bergen Live on YouTube. You can check us out there if you can watch it now. Great. Jump on board. If not, be sure and check it out a little bit later. It's always good for as I say in the promo, an unexpected giggle. Okay? You never know when a giggle might just kind of fluff out there. All right, it's kind of scary. All right, the brand new summary issue of our Lifestyle, Leisure, Travel, Golf magazine, Southern Fairways. It'll be out on the streets very, very soon. And again, I've got to say, Joey Johnson, the publisher, has done an outstanding job. He went to Branson, Missouri. Mm-hmm. Now, when you think of Branson, Missouri, you think of Donny Osmond. You think of
is that who you think of?
Marie Osmond. Probably
okay. I was going to say I went more towards Marie Osmond. I'm just saying it's okay. I mean, all right.
No, I mean I was getting to Marie. I was building up to the crescendo there. Okay,
gotcha.
But no, you think about all those musicals and things such as that at Branson, Missouri. They have some of the most fantastic golf in one area, and Joey had the opportunity to go up there and visit a lot of these golf courses. And in this edition of the summer edition of the new magazine, he goes through these. And I'm telling you, they are absolutely beautiful. So be sure and check it out. Also, you can go to our website, southernfairwaysgolf.com, check out the digital version of it, plus any past issues. While you're there, check out the tab that says deals. You can get golf at up to over 50% off. It's some of your favorite golf courses along the Gulf Coast. We also have podcasts on there. If you've missed a show or missed an interview, you certainly can go on and check that out. We're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Again, Danny, I'm not sure about TikTok yet, although I am a big fan.
I do understand it's TIKTOK, not like TikTok toe.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of Branson, Missouri, you know what else is Branson's famous for? Do you remember? No.
Branson, Missouri is famous for
yeah. Crazy Craig's Cheeky Monkey Bar.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Home of the Crazy Craig's Cheeky Monkey Nachos. No monkeys were hurt in the making of those nachos. Just the name of the place. So, relax.
All right, hey, I want to remind you, if you're looking for competitive golf and a ton of fun, the 2020 GCA Tour is where you need to be. We'll crank back up on Sunday, July the 12th at Rock Creek Golf Club in beautiful Fairhope, Alabama. Golf course in great shape. Go on and check it out, gcgatour.com, gcgatour.com. It's your tour, all right? It is a lot of fun. There's a lot of opportunities in there. Would you say that's fair, Danny? There are a lot of opportunities for some rewards and awards.
Yes, absolutely. Love the skins game. You never know. That's why you always got to stay in and out there. You may be having a bad day, but just one shot could bring home all the
bacon. All the bacon. Listen, I do want to mention, and we've only got a second left here in this segment. Did you see the guy on the Korean PGA Tour? His name, Ho-Sung Choi.
Excuse you.
Ho-Sung Choi.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like number 40 on the menu on Boom's Kitchen. Go ahead.
I'll take number 40, please. Have you ever seen anybody do this? Just absolutely whiffed his driver? Now, we've seen it with amateurs. But have you seen it with professionals? You ever seen that before? I have not. And we're going to show that to you in this hour. If you've not seen it, you will want to stick around and see it. Go to Southern Fairways on Facebook or Randy Bergen Live on YouTube, and we're going to show that to you.
He has kind of a symphonic lashing of a golf swing. It's both feet come off the ground, the body completely rotates, and he tries to maximize all 137 pounds.
Well, here's what he said. He said, I'm not as flexible as the young guys. I can't really turn my hips very well. This way, I get more power and have a lower chance of getting injured.
Well, and but he has a higher chance of whiffing it.
Which he demonstrated for us just the other day. All right. Hey, stick around. Coming up, all right, we have got Red Skeletons, Pledge of Allegiance. You don't want to miss it. It's coming up right after these messages. You've got it tuned in to Southern Fairways Golf Show right here on the Golf Broadcast Network.
Matt Brandt here again with Boudreaux's Cajun Grill and Daphne. We are excited to be back open and providing you the best seafood, the best Creole, crawfish etouffee, crawfish cakes, smothered catfish, and you can't forget that voodoo pasta. Come on down and enjoy it with us. Sit on that covered deck, sit inside. We'll take good care of you. Boudreaux's Cajun Grill and Daphne. Come on down.
Boudreaux's Cajun Grill, located on Highway 98 just south of I-10.
Hi, this is David Musial, PGA professional and general manager at Glen Lakes Golf Club. Glen Lakes offers 27 holes of spectacular golf, a full game practice facility, and the only true link-style golf course on the Gulf Coast. Visit us at Glen Lakes or call 251-955-1220 for information and tee times. Come out and discover one of the best-kept secrets in the Deep South. Glen Lakes Golf Club. Hi, this is David Musial, PGA professional and general manager.
That's Eastern Shore Toyota. Rush for big fall markdowns on hundreds of new Toyotas, like Camrys and Corollas. Buy now and save up to $4,700. Yes, drive away today in your new Camry or Corolla and save up to $4,700 or get 0% financing. Plus, get a lifetime warranty, identity protection, theft protection, and more. Hurry to Eastern Shore Toyota, I-10 exit 38. Passionate for customer satisfaction.
At Ping, we know the best drivers build confidence. It takes distance, accuracy, looks, and a sound that turns heads. Introducing the new G400. The hotter face is forged to deliver a powerful feel and explosive distance. Tungsten weighting and Dragonfly technology give it off-the-charts forgiveness. And a faster shape means less drag for more speed. Experience the custom-fit G400, the most fully engineered driver you'll ever hit. Ping. Play your best.
Hey, are you looking to play some competitive golf? Well, if you answered yes, then check out the GCGA Tour. It's your tour. For more information and event dates, go online to gcgatour.com. gcgatour.com. Welcome back to Southern Fairways Golf Show right here on the Golf Broadcast Network. Randy Bergen, along with Podsy, Danny Spivey. Glad you are with us on the 4th of July weekend. I'll tell you, it is, Danny, I am hoping the way things are going in this world, we can say this next year in a couple of years, this is Independence Weekend.
Yes.
For us. And I know that you've got a great quote from a great American.
Well, I'll tell you, you're exactly right. Yesterday, as we pontificate and go through, everything that's kind of going on in the world, and history could show us that, we've had challenges, and things with this country, but that's the beauty of it. But a quote that always hits home with me, our third president, Thomas Jefferson, had this quote. I think it is so great. And he says, "I never considered a difference of opinion in politics, in religion, and philosophy as cause for withdrawing from a friend." Now, it's getting tougher and tougher, isn't it, Randall?
Yes, it is, sir. Yes, it is.
Polarizing times. But I try to stay with that, try to keep an open mind, and I suggest everybody does the same. Sleep a little better.
Absolutely. Guys, we talk golf first right here on Southern Fairways Golf Show and the Golf Broadcast Network. But as I mentioned to you, I want to go back. And this was sent to me, and I felt like maybe if you've not heard this, take about 3 minutes. This is Red Skelton from January 1969 giving his Pledge of Allegiance and breaking down each word of it. I want you to listen to it. This is truly awesome. And if you know who Red Skelton is, one of the funny guys, but he got serious here. Take just a second and listen to Mr. Red Skelton.
I remember a teacher that I had. Now, I went through the 7th grade. I went to the 7th grade. I left home when I was 10 years old because I was hungry. And I used to, this is true. I work in the summer and I go to school in the winter. But I had this one teacher. He was the principal of the Harrison School in Vincennes, Indiana. To me, this was the greatest teacher, a real sage of my time, anyhow. He had such wisdom. And we were all reciting the Pledge of Allegiance one day. And he walked over, this little old teacher. Mr. Laswell was his name. Mr. Laswell. He says, "I've been listening to you boys and girls recite the Pledge of Allegiance all semester, and it seems as though it's becoming monotonous to you. If I may I recite it and try to explain to you the meaning of each word. I, me, an individual, a committee of one, pledge, dedicate all of my worldly goods to give without self-pity, allegiance, my love and my devotion, to the flag, our standard, Old Glory, a symbol of freedom. Wherever she waves, there's respect, because your loyalty has given her a dignity that shouts freedom is everybody's job. United. That means that we have all come together. States, individual communities that have united into 48 great states, 48 individual communities with pride and dignity and purpose, all divided with imaginary boundaries, yet united to a common purpose, and that's love for country. And to the republic, a state in which sovereign power is invested in representatives chosen by the people to govern. And government is the people, and it's from the people to the leaders, not from the leaders to the people, for which it stands. One nation, meaning so blessed by God, indivisible, incapable of being divided, with liberty, which is freedom, the right of power to live one's own life without threats, fear, or some sort of retaliation, and justice, the principle or qualities of dealing fairly with others, for all, which means, boys and girls, it's as much your country as it is mine. And now, boys and girls, let me hear you recite the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Since I was a small boy, 2 states have been added to our country, and 2 words have been added to the Pledge of Allegiance: under God. Wouldn't it be a pity if someone said that is a prayer and that would be eliminated from schools too.
How about that right there? Was that not just give you goosebumps?
Yeah.
Look at that. I mean, I got goosebumps right there. Red Skelton from 1969. I know it takes a little away from golf, but let me just tell you, United States, very, very important to us, to me, and I just wanted to share that. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did.
Oh, I loved it. I loved it. And it's been such a long time since I've heard that. And when he started talking, he kind of came back. And sometimes we do have to break down, things like this and realize that, when we say and justice for all, that means for all.
For all.
For all.
Equal.
Everybody.
Equal.
Everybody.
No doubt. All right. Hey, Dandy, and I think we got to get caught up here on a little golf. And here we go.
It's time for your leaderboard update, brought to you by Bridgestone Golf and by the GCGA Tour.
Well, the PGA Tour concludes today in the fourth and final round of the Rocket Mortgage Classic, held at Detroit, Michigan at Detroit Golf Club. The 7,340-yard par 72 golf course will yield a purse of $7.5 million. That'll buy a lot of food trucks.
That would buy a lot. Yes, it would.
Well, on top of the leaderboard, we have a couple OSU guys. Of course, one Cowboy, Matthew Wolf, at 19 under par with a 3-shot lead over the other OSU guy, who's a Buckeye, Ryan Armour. He's at 16 under. Bryson DeChambeau joins Ryan Armour at 16 under par, and then a host of guys, Mark Hubbard, Chris Kirk, Troy Merritt, and Shameless Powers.
Shameless.
14 under par. Shame on you.
Wow. All right, TPC Colorado Championship at Heron Lakes in Colorado, not Mobile, Alabama. They have wrapped up. They did that yesterday. Your winner, Will Zalatoris. He shot 15 under for the tournament. Chase Johnson was one stroke back at 14 under. Eric Barnes, Stephen Yeager, Taylor Pendrith, and Callum Tarrant, the young man from England, came up 2 strokes short of tying. They were 13 under. There you go. That's your leaderboard update, brought to you by Bridgestone Golf and by the GCGA Tour. I want to mention something to you real quick. Last week we were very fortunate to have on Michael Gish. Michael Gish is the owner or inventor of the Total Golf Trainer. All right, and we had him on. And guys, I'm telling you, if you're looking to improve your golf game, this is what you need. You can go to TotalGolfTrainer.com, check it out. It is a very unique training tool, and I know, Danny, it's something that you and I have talked about. I've been using it quite a bit. You're going to take it and use it a little bit.
I think I'm going to borrow this just for a couple days. Make you come out and pick it up, and I'll take you fishing. Okay. And I'm very interested. I did some studying since last week's show, and Michael did such a great job of explaining it, and it has so many has various amounts of uses, and I think I'm going to work on little things. Of course, Jacko has been working on his golf swing the last about month and a half and 2 months, and we're making a lot of progress, Randall.
Absolutely,
a lot of progress.
You are. Check it out. Go online, Total Golf Trainer. I'm telling you, you need to order one up if you're looking to improve your golf game. This is exactly what you need. Okay, I've got to talk about this guy right here, Ho-Sung Choi. Have you seen this? He played on an elder gentleman, plays on the Korean PGA Tour, and kind of a unique swing. Let me throw this up for you real quick. Take a look. If you're watching us on TV, I'm showing it for you right here. Look at this. The guy sets up to hit his driver, and boom! It goes nowhere. Yep, it goes nowhere. And what would you say, Danny? He kind of hit the ground, about 1.5 feet behind the golf ball?
He bottomed out a good 10 inches behind the golf ball, and I'm still trying to. I've watched it, it's in slow motion. I'm still watching a couple times, and I'm not sure how the ball fell off the tee.
I think
Did he hit it with his foot?
I don't know if it's his foot or if the vortex of the swing,
the wind knocked it off from the symphonic lashing of this golf ball. He's a very interesting. This is the way he swings. He swings this way. I mean, even with his irons, he kind of comes off the ground. He does this very interesting follow through. But you know what? He's making a living, Randy. Playing golf.
Well, he really is. I mean, and check it out. Now, he was competing Saturday in the Korea Professional Golf Tour. They were playing in an open out there and playing in the final group. playing in the final grouping of the third round when he whiffed his tee shot on the final hole in South Korea. The club face of Choi's driver hit the ground well behind the ball before whizzing just over the ball, and the ball subsequently being blown off the tee. After the big whip, Choi, who was at 12 under for the tournament, stood there in disbelief. Certainly understand that. A professional, I would be in disbelief myself. A closing bogey dropped him to 11 under, which is 6 behind leader Jo Young Kim. All right, this Choi kid, Choi guy, he's ranked 218th. The official World Golf Rankings. There you go. It's probably because of things like that.
Absolutely.
All right, we'll take a quick time out. When we come back, we got a lot of golf to get into, and we're going to give away some golf. Don't you touch that dial. You've got it tuned in to Southern Fairways Golf Show right here on the Golf Broadcast Network.
Let's talk with Louis Arata from McConnell Automotive as we head into this Independence Day weekend and beginning of the month. Some great deals at McConnell Automotive.
Employee pricing on all the SUVs. You know, that's Yukon, Acadia, Terrain, in the Buick line. You got Encore, Enclave, Envision. I mean, we just got great deals going on. We got also great deals on the used car side. You can check those out at McConnellAutomotive.com or give us a call at 251-476-4141. And don't forget, you know, with this little rain, I want everybody to be careful out there. If you have an unfortunate accident, don't forget Gary in the body shop. Call them at 251-476-4141. They'll take care of all your unfortunate needs. Kind of a one-stop shop. We're going to be open all day long Friday to the last customer serve, and we're going to let everybody off on Saturday. And hope everybody has a safe and fun 4th.
That's Louis Arata, McConnell Automotive on Dauphin Street, just east of I-65, and online, McConnellAutomotive.com.
Hello, Brian Barker, head golf professional at Lake Forest Golf Club. Have you decided where your next golf experience will be? Well, consider Lake Forest Golf Club. We're open to the public and offer a very challenging and extremely affordable experience. For just $39 plus tax, you'll receive unlimited golf and your choice of a premium sleeve of golf balls or a hot lunch. Why wait? Call 251-626-9324 to book your tee time today. That's 251-626-9324.
Hi, this is Randy, and I certainly want to thank you for tuning in to Southern Fairways Golf Radio Show right here on the Golf Broadcast Network. A reminder for you that if you're looking to lower your scores and improve your game, be sure to see your local PGA professional. Man, that was a good little beat right there. I like that. Welcome back to Southern Fairways Golf Show. Glad you are on board with us right here today. We are having fun. Glad you're here with us. And listen, time is going by fast. Going to give away some golf coming up in just a few moments for sure, so I want you to go ahead and get your fingers ready at 251-343-0106, 251-343-0106. I want to talk a little bit about the tour schedule. Of course, we know they'll wrap up today in Detroit, and then they go on just a little bit of a run, Dan, in a place that you're pretty familiar with. A little play. Well, let's see. Yeah, they go to Muirfield.
Yeah,
and you're not too. You've played there. You grew up there, basically.
Oh, my goodness, what a beautiful golf course! Of course, usually we have the Memorial Tournament.
Exactly.
Right there, you know, during
Jack's tournament.
Yeah, during Memorial Weekend. You know, but of course with the coronavirus, which let me go ahead and give my public service announcements real quick, if you don't mind. So I have a bunch of different kind of masks,
right.
You know, face covering, and I'm going to tell you, I'm getting real used now. A lot of people out there know I've had several sinus surgeries. I have problems breathing. I don't have a sponsorship yet for this mask, but once I do, I'm going to get with RGB Marketing, and we're going to try to work a deal out. Okay, but I'm getting used to wearing it, and you know what I found out? If you just use common sense, Randy, there's a superpower that has eluded most of our country.
Oh my gosh!
Over the years, just plain common sense. I went to one of our favorite establishments. I'll throw them out there. Sam's. Well, sometimes early in the morning, maybe 20 people in there. Well, if you go there on a Saturday afternoon about 2 o'clock, maybe 2,000. You know, wear your mask. That's all I'm saying. It was easy peasy. I was in and out. It was great.
Here's the thing now, and again, we got to get into golf, and I don't want to get.
Not going to make you do it. Not going to mandate it. Not going to rush you.
There's my problem. Don't tell me I have to wear one. Common sense should take over at some point.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm going to be in public, put it on, okay? If you're in your car, you don't have to wear it in your car.
Right.
Okay?
I did notice you're making, boom. I'm not even going to go there with it, but you like the outfit. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just going to go in a whole different direction. Hey, but speaking of the Workday Charity Open, was relocated to Muirfield Village. So these professional tour players on the PGA Tour are going to spend 2 fabulous weeks if they so choose, and they qualify to play in this, in beautiful Dublin, Ohio, at Muirfield Village. I suggest all of them, if they're listening. I know half of the field is probably listening to the show right now, wondering who I'm going to pick. But go to the Bogey Inn, right around the corner there. Great establishment.
The Bogey Inn.
The Bogey Inn. Years ago, they used to have this little, 60-yard hole in the back of the bar, like an actual golf hole. Go out there, if you make a hole in one, drinks on the house.
Oh, nice.
And
nice.
And a free appetizer. But a lot of players playing in the Workday Charity Open. Now, in the Workday next week, what you're going to do, $6.2 million purse. They'll finish that up on Sunday, the 12th, and then they're going to have practice rounds for the Memorial. Well, the Memorial's got a $9.3 million purse.
Nice.
Playing for a little bit more change.
So don't you like that, though? You've played basically a week and a half at the same golf course.
At the same golf course. But let me throw these names out. You think these guys, the Workday Charity Open isn't happy they moved to Muirfield the week before the Memorial? Well, how about guys like Patrick Cantlay, who won last year at Muirfield Village, Jason Day, local resident, Ricky Fowler, Victor Hovland, Sung Jae In, Brooks Koepka, Phil Mickelson's playing, Xander Schauffele, Jordan Spieth, Justin Thomas, Matthew Wolff, Patrick Reed, John Rahm, Colin Morikawa. All these guys are going to be playing 2 weeks in a row out there. How great is that for not only the PGA Tour in Muirfield Village, but my beloved hometown.
But the fans get to come back.
Yeah.
All right.
They get to come back. Limited. I think they're doing 4,000 or 7,000 a day. I'm not real positive on that. It's going to be a limited amount on a daily basis. Now, any given day on a Saturday or Sunday at the Muirfield Village during the regular Memorial Tournament, 35 to 50,000 on the course. They're going to limit that. They're going to use that thing we just talked about, common sense.
Certainly needed. Well, one thing that's going to happen, Jim Bones McKay, the longtime caddy for Feel the Thrill, he is coming out of caddy retirement for a 2-week stretch there in Dublin, Ohio, and he's going to be looping for Matthew Fitzpatrick. Now, Fitzpatrick's full-time caddy, Billy Foster, has opted to remain in England during the COVID-19 pandemic. That's leaving Fitzpatrick looking for somebody. Well, who else would you want to get? I mean, if it's not Stevie Williams and it's not Joe LaCava, this is not too bad to have one Bones McKay on the bag for you.
I mean, he has been around that golf. And young Mr. Fitzpatrick is a very good player. He's won 5 times. Not won on the PGA Tour yet. He's won 5 times on the European Tour, and I think 1 or 2 times on the Asian Tour. Very good young player. Ranked 24th. I believe. Top 25, definitely top 30 in official world golf ranking. I'm almost positive. So I think he's probably in top 25. I'm sure you could.
Yeah, I got it right here.
Pretty sure
for you. Well, listen, I love it up there. I know with Jack. Jack is a great host, and it's going to be like, although he is the second week, don't you think, or is he going to have some type of hosting there for the first one?
I would certainly think so.
He's 26. Fitzpatrick's 26.
26, okay. I would think so. The immediately what came to my mind of hosting a tour event 2 weeks in a row, because if you really think about this, so you're going to go down, all the players will be there tomorrow, basically. They're going to play practice rounds Monday, Tuesday. Not all of them, but overwhelming majority will be there by Tuesday afternoon. So they'll play practice rounds. They'll tee it up on Thursday. Play Thursday, Friday. You make the cut, you play Saturday, Sunday. So the field will be limited down to probably that 88 number on the weekend. So you have 88 players out there. And then you're going to turn right back up from a green. I'm going from a superintendent point of view. What do you got to do to get ready for 2 weeks in a row? Lots of sand, divot repairs, all that good stuff. Got to go out there. Got to have to do it at night, Randall. Got to have to do it at night. There's no shutdown on the course.
No.
So, all those divots that are out there. And Muirfield Village is one of those places that has bent grass fairways and tee boxes and greens, Kentucky bluegrass rough and surrounding area. They've redone some of the bunkers. Jack has done those, make them a little bit more user-friendly. Remember years ago he went to the wide-toothed rake to try to make it more penalizing. That did not go over very well. But, it's you take those big divots out of this big. You've played on bent grass fairways before.
Oh, yeah.
It's wonderful. You can, looks like a huge, 6, 8, 10 inches long. You can get those big ones. And you replace those. You don't put sand in that. You take your divot, you put it back. Not like down here. Down here you add sand.
Yeah, no, I think it's going to be great. I love it up there. It's always beautiful, and hopefully the weather stays the way it's supposed to, and the guys can really enjoy it. I'm anxious. I'm anxious to see fans get back out there a little bit too, and I got to think these professionals, the last 2 or 3 tournaments where they've not had fans. Maybe it was kind of enjoyable for them a little bit. It's kind of like going out playing with your boys. Yeah. But I do think that they like, and Danny, at the level that you've played, you kind of enjoy making some good shots in front of people. Okay,
Sure.
It's kind of showing off a little bit.
Absolutely.
You like that. You like for them to always say, "Great shot, dude. That was a great shot." You want to hear that. Okay, and I think they're not hearing that as much, obviously, without the fans, and it's important to them to hear it.
Well, I don't know if you've realized this over the years, but my love language is words of affirmation.
Wow. Okay.
So, I think the overwhelming majority of the PGA Tour. Now, Bryson DeChambeau may not want anybody out there, including cameramen. I don't know. But maybe he just wants to go around and just play golf and get paid for it. But, I think the overwhelming majority it's sort of. When I look at PGA Tour doing this, and then, you kind of translate this in your mind if you want to go there to, like, college football. If you're playing football in your backyard, 2 teams, let's say, and you have your own fun, right? And you get competitive. But, man, when you hear 80,000 cheering and, you get all fired up. But, yeah, it makes a difference. I think the adrenaline kicks in.
Go ask any athlete that's played football in a stadium, that's played at pick a stadium in Auburn, Alabama, and Tennessee. You have 100,000 people that are cheering for you, and then you go play in a stadium that's got 20,000. Do you get as pumped up? No, you don't. I don't think you do, okay? But so I think it's going to be fun to have them back out there. I'm excited. I'll certainly be watching it. I've been doing some DraftKings stuff, and have you done any of that?
I have not done it. But, you're right. The crowd makes a difference. The 53 Indiana State High School Boys Championship, I don't think Jimmy makes the shot if there's no fans there.
Wow. Well, let's talk a little bit about the Champions Tour. They are going to be in Michigan, Grand Blanc, Michigan, at the end of the month, July 31st through August 2nd for the Outlet Challenge. Warwick Hills Golf Club is where they will be. Your defending champion, Cheesehead, Jerry Kelly, nice guy. Yeah. I've had the opportunity to meet him a couple of times. Really, really nice guy. As a matter of fact, we'll try to see if we can get Joe Durant on in the next week or two. To talk about getting back. The last time I talked to him, we were at Steelwood. We had a chance to talk to him for a few moments, and he was ready. He was ready to get back. I think physically, as he said, he's ready. His game feels ready. Yep. It's the mental thing going on right now, trying to stay that competitive challenges in your head and staying competitive is going to be a little tough. These guys have been on for quite some time.
They really have. And, it's tough for all of us. This whole, from the beginning of, basically middle of March, we had to stay home. A lot of us had to stay home, whether it was work or whatever, do certain things. You either took that time to embrace it and you worked on some things and really dedicated yourself, or you didn't. And then there's people like you and I who kind of right in the middle. I'm good from about 6 a.m. to about noon, and then starts going downhill from there.
Got to have that nap. Got to have that nap, don't you?
Got to have it, man. Got to have it.
Well, there you go. There you go. Well, I'll tell you. Are you ready? Are you ready to give away some golf? What do we want to do here? We gave away a combo pack. By the way, got to say congratulations to Andy Wazen, who picked up that 5-pack to Glen Lakes and 2-pack to Timber Creek. Here's what I'm going to do. David, I hope you're ready. Hope you're ready for
golf
this,
for life
at Glen Lakes. There you go. All right. Now, David, here you go. I am going to do a 2-pack combo, 2 5-pack combo. Back-to-back for Glen Lakes. That is 10 rounds of golf for you and your buddies. We take care of the green fee. All you have to do is pick up the cart fee. That is a huge, huge savings. We will take the 6th phone call at 251-343-0106, 251-343-0106. You're going to get 2 5-packs to Glen Lakes. David, I'm feeling it. Did you get that air that?
Yeah, he's like, "What are you doing?" Has your phone started buzzing yet?
Yeah, it's already buzzing.
Well,
He's like, man, you have lost it.
The PGA Tour is in full action right now. A lot of players going low. This is about the time of the show that I start making predictions here, as well as you, and of course Matthew Wolf, Ryan Armour going to tee off at 1:05 right as soon as the show's over. They're going to kick it off. A couple guys making a charge on a leaderboard. I know you got a text right there.
I got a text from a buddy of ours.
Yeah.
And can I just?
Yeah, go ahead.
We're almost out of time here.
Yeah.
I was sitting there saying the pros always get that. Hey, good shot, great shot.
Right.
His question to me is, have you ever heard that?
Have you? Oh, it's brutal. I'm not going to say his name on air, but I
know who it is.
I probably know who it is. Couple people making a charge right now up the leaderboard. Cameron Champ. Well, he's not going to be a champ today at Rocket Mortgage Classic, but he sure as heck made a little bit more money. Moved up 45 spots. Shoots 6 under. He's done. He's on his tour bus on the way to Columbus, Ohio. Probably about a 6.5-hour drive from Detroit, just going due south. My favorite bull rider on the PGA Tour, Maverick McNeely. He's 5 under par through 16 holes. He's moved up 36 spots. These guys are making some extra money right now.
His girlfriend is Danielle King, by the way, if you didn't know.
He's a lucky man. Lucky man. And I don't know if in the last segment we're going to get into what we got into last week as far as golf apparel on both the PGA and LPGA Tour.
We did not get it. You want to do that next segment? Hey, guys, we got it. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Let's do that. All right, golf apparel in the next segment.
What's
do's and don'ts?
What's too much and what's not enough?
Oh, my gosh. All right, we'll put the wraps on it as well. Hang in there with us. We're going to get you to the other side. Don't go anywhere. More Southern Fairways Golf. We'll come back right after this.
Savings, selection, customer satisfaction. That's Eastern Shore Toyota. Rush for big fall markdowns on hundreds of new Toyotas. Like RAV4s and Highlanders, save up to $6,100. Yes, drive away today in your new RAV4 or Highlander and save up to $6,100. Or get as low as 0% financing. Plus, get a lifetime warranty, identity protection, theft protection, and more. Hurry to Eastern Shore Toyota, I-10 exit 38. Passionate for customer satisfaction.
Hi, this is David Musial, PGA professional at Glen Lakes Golf Club. Here's a quick tip for you. When you're getting ready to play golf, clear your mind, think about having fun, and enjoy the thought of 27 holes of great golf at Glen Lakes Golf Club. For lessons and tee times, call 251-955-1220, Glen Lakes Golf Club, just 6 miles north of the beaches in Foley.
Matt Brandt here again with Boudreaux's Cajun Grill and Daphne. We are ready to serve you, and we are open again. We've taken all of those CDC guidelines and separated our tables, spread out those tables on the deck so that you can come out with your family and friends and enjoy a great meal. Come out and see us. We're safe, we're sanitized, we are COVID ready, and we are ready to serve. Boudreaux's Cajun Grill and Daphne, the best on the Eastern Shore.
Boudreaux's Cajun Grill, located on Highway 98 just south of I-10.
At Ping, we know the best drivers build confidence. It takes distance, accuracy, looks, and a sound that turns heads. Introducing the new G400. The hotter face is forged to deliver a powerful feel and explosive distance. Tungsten weighting and Dragonfly technology give it off-the-charts forgiveness. And a faster shape means less drag for more speed. Experience the custom-fit G400, the most fully engineered driver you'll ever hit. Ping, play your best.
All right, welcome back to Southern Fairways Golf Radio Show. Glad to have you on board with us. I'll tell you, we are wrapping it up as 2 hours have gone by extremely fast. We lost it there for just a few moments, and I know we're going to go to the phone lines here in just a second. But I got to mention, we talk about the GOAT, all right? Now, a lot of folks say in golf, the GOAT, greatest of all time, is Jack Nicklaus. Some will say Tiger Woods. Well, I'm going to tell you what. I'm going out to Glen Lakes, and I'm going to say David Musial.
Yeah,
actually had a goat.
A goat.
A real goat. That
real goat.
Just sat down. Got the picture of it. Just sat down there in his cart just a few moments ago. All right. So,
yep.
David, you are now the GOAT of Baldwin County. How about that? Yeah, there you go. They go to Baldwin County. All right, we are going to go to our Jason Young State Farm guest line, and we're going to get, after we talk with them, we're going to get into some apparel. But right now we're going to go to Tiger Mike and then Bama Tim. Tiger Mike, how you doing, pal?
I'm doing great, guys. You know, I enjoy listening to y'all every Sunday. It gets my day going. It gets me pumped up, and it makes my Sunday a lot better as it goes on. I just want to thank you guys for that, because Sunday mornings are usually a lazy morning for most people, you know, so I appreciate that. Listen, y'all talking about apparel.
Yeah.
I know people have to be out there in style or have to be out there, you know, looking sharp. But is that more of a, that's more, to me, that's more of a mental thing, just like golf is more of a mental game. I mean, you need skill, but it's all in my head when I'm out there. So if I hit a bad shot or something, you know, sometimes it lingers, and sometimes it doesn't. So I do like to look nice, but it's not the top of my list. I want to get your thoughts on that. And real quick, I know we're talking golf, but I wanted to put something out there that I know Randy might have known. I'm not sure about Bama Tim, but did you know that LSU's had three straight coaches in a row that won a national championship? And if I'm not mistaken, the only other school that's ever done that is the University of Miami, with 3 straight coaches. When one left, another one came and won. I just wanted to put that out there for Bama Tim.
Tiger Mike, I got to tell you, that is a very good one, okay? And not too many people do know that, and you're absolutely correct. LSU, and you're right, Miami is the other one. Now, let me address the dress code, okay? If you play golf with me, there is one thing that I and Danny, you know, we've played thousands of rounds together. Yep. I want to look good. It's not how I play. I don't care how I play, which is very obvious, right, Danny?
No, you do care, but you do care about your hair and your outfit.
I do want to look good, okay? Because for me, mentally, if I look good, I feel good. If I feel good, I play good. Doesn't always happen like that.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's the direction that I go, Tiger Mike. Okay, and now Danny.
No, I agree, and I look good because I always have my LSU golf bag, so I know I look good.
And you got nothing. It was crickets there for a little bit.
Yeah,
crickets there for a little bit. But if you had the Alabama bag, it'd be a whole lot better for you. But all right, Tiger Mike.
Randy, and I will say this: you're wearing purple today. I think you should stick with that because it looks good. It will have the women and the ladies knocking at your door. Just keep that purple on because it does make you look better.
You do know that Boone's Kitchen is right here in our house, right?
Well, you know, that's okay, but you need to go out in that purple.
There you go. All right, Tiger Mike, give it to me.
All right, guys, y'all have a great day, and I'll just leave you with this. Go Tigers.
There you go. Bama Tim, roll in here, buddy. Roll in here. Save us. We need you right now, Bama Tim.
Hey, man, how y'all doing today?
All right, brother.
What'd you eat, man? What'd you eat? We did
you not see it?
Things. And, you know, it's a lot of fun trying to grill outside in the middle of a thunderstorm.
Ooh, well, let me, okay, look, are you on watching us right now? Are you watching us or no?
No, I'm on the radio because I'm on the phone because of, you know, the delay.
All right, that's fine. Look, we had chicken satay with peanut sauce and cucumber sauce, and we had tom yum soup. All right, that's got some shrimp in it. It's got mushroom. It's got cilantro. It's got some tomato. Danny, what did I miss in there?
No, you're right on.
And look, I mean, I'm gonna throw
chili peppers.
Let me just throw for those of you that are watching. Yeah, for those of you who are watching, I'm going to throw that on for you so you can see it. All right. Absolutely. How did you rank that, Dan?
I loved it. It was absolutely. I love soup. I love the sauté. I love anything on a stick, Randall. Like anything, any kind of meat on a stick, I'll eat it.
We know, guys. I was sitting here thinking, and I think I've come up with a new segment for your show.
Okay.
How about golf for dummies? I mean, there's a lot of people out there who may be tuning into this show that don't know anything about golf. Hey, it's a fun game. Let's see if we got to learn something.
Bama Tim, right? that is an outstanding.
Come on and ask a question like, what is the difference between a hook and a slice, and does it vary if you're right-handed or left-handed? I thought that would be a great new segment for your show.
You know what, Bama Tim? I think we're going to take that under advisement, and we could certainly. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to make a list of questions, and what we will do is we will create that segment, and we'll answer those questions for you. How about that?
All right, we'll do it. We'll do it. But now, one thing, guys. Now, you let my music roll on a little last week for Tiger Mike, and I was a little hurt there. But I come up with some rollout music for Tiger Mike next time he comes on. And now, you know how you say you guys have a face for radio? Well, I have a face for or a voice for a mime. So here we go. Here's Tiger Mike's new rollout music. Soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur. Happy kitty, pretty kitty.
Oh, my gosh.
Purr.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, guys.
All right, buddy. There you go. That's for you right there. Give it to us, man. Little Bama Tim. Oh, my goodness. You gotta love Molly Hatchet. That's his walkout, flirting with disaster. All right, well, we got just a few moments here left, Dan, and I want to go back through the leaderboard before we get out of here. But let's talk a little bit about dress apparel.
Yeah. It's I think, you go back to like 97 when Tiger got out there. The old apparel, the Freddie Couples, always remember the old Ashworth clothes, how sharp those were, that Freddie Couples used to wear. And of course, he wore them well, very relaxed fit.
Yeah. The pleated pants?
The pleated pants, the sweater vest.
Yeah.
Davis Love used to button that top button.
That's right.
And all that stuff.
Hey, don't forget Arnold Palmer, though.
Arnold Palmer was
he was classy.
Yeah, classy, all of them. And then we got to this point, Tiger came out, he had the baggy pants, and then everybody started working out, filling out. Everything, they started getting bigger, clothes started getting tighter. Now, what I think it's done is I think it has attracted a whole new audience, especially with the Under Armour brand of pants.
Right.
That are stretch fit, Do you have a pair of those?
The like spandex or stretch?
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and say no. I don't.
I wouldn't call them spandex, but I mean
the stretch pants.
Yeah, stretch pants.
That does stretch a little
stretch
around
the
waist a little bit.
Yeah.
I do have a pair of those.
How do you feel in this? You feel
I got to be honest with you. I like them.
You like them? All right. Well, evidently, the polls in the ratings say that
I only have one pair now. That's all. I have.
That the female audience watching the PGA Tour has increased by almost 17% in the last 4 years.
Okay.
Due to apparel. Now, let's do the flip side, and we'll try to keep this somewhat appropriate.
Well, I mean, can I probably give a name out there that they probably enjoy watching walk down the fairway?
Yeah.
And I'm just saying because we've heard it in the past.
Yeah.
Dustin Johnson.
Evidently, I don't know, I haven't noticed, but evidently he wears pants very well. From what I've heard. I've never really paid attention. But evidently a segment of the population that watches PGA Tour tunes in to see Dustin Johnson walking down the fairway. I did not know that. This is all news to me. I'm just trying to bring it to you here first.
There you go.
Now on the LPGA Tour, I'm going to be very careful because, like I said last week when we were getting ready to check out of the show, I got in a little trouble. Because I had recommended, and we talked about your restraining order has been lifted from last year's tournament. Where you were
down in Orlando.
And everything's good now. We've cleared all this.
Champions.
We have cleared all this. But I like the look. I like the high socks. Jessica Korda's probably my favorite. To be honest, I know you like to go more South Pacific look. Let's say, more.
Well, her sister Nellie too. I mean, both of them they look like twins.
They're twins, and they're tall. They're tall,
very tall.
They're over 6 foot, and there's just something, I don't know, because you and I are vertically challenged. There's something enticing about possibly dating a taller woman. I don't know.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Are you stopping me now?
Yeah, it's this is PM, not AM.
Oh, that's okay.
Okay.
Well, it's after, yeah.
So the conclusion to all that was dress apparel has
increased ratings.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't know if we've increased ratings or lost ratings today, okay? But it's been a ton of fun. Thanks for hanging out with us and joining us right here on Southern Fairways Golf Radio Show. Got to say congratulations to Celeste Robinson We'll go short. Hey, David Musial, come on, David, hurry. Let David on real quick. Let David on.
Let that
David
goat
on.
go. Let that go.
Come on, goat. Where is he?
Oh, well.
All right, we'll have to get him on the next one. Celeste picks up those 2 5-packs of David Musial. Maybe that's why he's calling. He can't talk because he's still mad with me. All right, thanks for everyone for showing up today. We'll see you next week on Southern Fairways Golf Show. Bye-bye, everybody.
Turning up your voice. FM Talk 106.5, WAVH-FM, Daphne, Orange Beach, Mobile.
Coronavirus fighter, vaccine search. I'm Ann Cates. President Trump says a COVID-19 vaccine will be ready long before the end of the year. Food and Drug Administration Commissioner Dr.